Yo, what up? This is Hopsin with Funk Volume, and you're watching Hot New Hip Hop. Make sure you check out my song Fly, check out the music video, and also check out my new album Pound Syndrome, which drops July 24th. Peace. This song is called Fly. It's off my new album Pound Syndrome that drops July 24th. And it's basically about just my views on life in general, about just like using your mind to its fullest potential and not being brainwashed by all these things in society that don't really matter in the long run and that can damage us. Man, can't you see we're robots who know not what we do and we got no shot in the real world until we climb out of this ice cold box? We're stuck inside of a box, and within that box, it's like if you take a child and raise him in a room and only provide him an apple and an orange to eat and say this is all life has to offer, and that child grows up from a child to an adult seeing that all that there is to offer is the apple and the orange. But the child will never really, and if the parent says there's nothing outside of there, don't worry. The child will just think like, oh, apples and orange, that's all there is to eat. I'm the type of person who goes, what's outside of there? What's behind this wall right there? What is that out there? What's that noise I hear out there? Everybody's a robot. They're just going apple and orange. That's all I can eat. This, that's what's being fed to them. So they're just cool with it. I'm not cool with that. The earth is my playground. So how can you live in the real world when you're stuck in this box that someone created for you and you don't even know what's out there? Your whole life has been part of a whole plot to keep you at the bottom while they on top. Stay quiet, then they won't stop. Pretty much, I mean, let's be real. Everybody's struggling financially. You're more than likely your whole life, you're living your life to make $1, but you don't actually get to really, really live. You go to work, you go home, go to sleep. You have a dream, but you probably can't do it because you have to work for a little paycheck that just pays your rent and keeps the lights on and keeps your cell phone on. And it's just this little circle that just keeps us at the bottom. It keeps us at the bottom. It's enough to make us feel like we're doing a little bit, but it just keeps us right there while they're on top and just feeding us all this information, giving us all these ideas of how we should be, and we're just stuck in it because nobody's thinking out the box. They're up here because if you're up there with them, then that means you become a threat. So if you're down here, you're not a threat at all. They're up here, they're looking down on you, feeding you these ideas, and everybody just following it, and it keeps them at the top. Because if everybody's at the top, then there is no power. There's more out there in life. You're living for $1, but you're not actually living. If you die today, more than likely your life is just to make $1. I want my life to be about what I want it to be about, not because of what the system wanted it to be about. Living for a man-made item like $1 is just retarded, because that's not what life is about. That's not what life is about. And we have to remember that we're still animals. We are still animals, and we're smarter than animals, of course, but we are still a part of them. We have to find that balance and stay true to our nature as well, not just become these robots. They always trying to show us what we don't got. They do it to all of us till we finally break and go cop a gold watch, knowing we need the cash for rent. My ass is sick just thinking about how rich and powerful all these bastards get. You see something nice, whether it's could be a gold watch, might be whatever, some diamond thing, something that you really don't need. But why do you want it? When you think about the idea of something, whether it's a piece of jewelry, and like I said, I still give into these things from time to time. I'm still working on myself, and my song is also to motivate me as well. But when you think about it, what is this stuff? What is all this glamorous shit we're wearing? Who is it for? Because your eyes are right here, so whatever you're wearing on yourself, you don't really see it until you look into a mirror. So it's not really for you, because you're not walking around looking in the mirror. It's for them. So you want people to look at you and go, I look flashy. They're taking me in a certain way. I look like gold, meaning that I'm up there. I'm not down there. They need to respect me on this level. And you want people to interpret that visually. You want people to see that and go, I'm worth something. I'm dope. I'm cool. I have more than you. I'm valuable. But at the end of the day, when you break that down, it's like, why do you care about what they think? Who are these people? When you walk outside right now, there's 1,000 people going to walk right past you. It doesn't really matter. Even if you do have a fucking Lamborghini or whatever, the people, if the person who buys that, they rarely get to even see themselves in it. It's other people who are seeing themselves, unless they're walking around with the mirror going, look at that, I'm walking around, I'm great, I look great, look at the chain, look at the chain. Like, you don't see the chain. They see the chain, and you want them to interpret you a certain way. It's just, but you see these ideas on TV, everything. You look on television, You see all these famous people, they're glamorous. They make it seem like these are the things that make you cool. This is what makes you a human being. This is what makes people love you. And it does. That's not true. This is what makes people love you, a fucking mind.
They package ideas like it's oxygen. They make us feel like if we ain't got it, we fucked and we cannot fit in.
I ran into a girl, and then she was like, so do you like Louis and all that, or and Gucci? I was like, what? And she's like, you don't buy any Louis? And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, you're a rapper. What do you mean? You're famous, aren't you? That's what famous people are into. I was like, where did you hear that at? I wear a tank top. I don't care about all that stuff. Like, what are you talking about? And she was like, well, I just love that stuff. And she spends all her money on it. She doesn't even make a lot of money, but she spends it on that. And it's like, for what? For what? Why are you pretending to be rich? Like, it's stupid, even if you are rich, to buy these things, because it's just dumb. So, but that's an idea that was packaged to her like it was oxygen. And she just feels she's breathing that because she thinks that's life. And a lot of people are doing that.
This fucking system is not your friend. And understand they're controlling your thoughts because they got a lot to win.
These things that you're taking in, like, I look better now, I feel better, I just did whatever that was offered to me. They just made a shit ton of money off you, and you just made their life a hell of a lot better. They're aware of what they're doing to you, you're unaware of it. So whether it was a cigarette, whether it was a overly expensive pair of tennis shoes that you got, they won, you bought into it. At the end of the day, a shoe is a shoe. A tee, shirt is a shirt. Like I said, you're doing it to impress others. They've taught us to impress others to make us so we can feel like we're wanted and accepted. But we don't really love ourselves. Like I love myself. I don't need your approval. I don't care. I know who I am, and I make myself happy. I don't need to do something. I can walk outside fucking naked if it was legal, and I'd be cool. I don't need to impress you.
Niggas get turned away when I mention this. Ignorance is bliss, but I don't give a fuck. I won't censor shit.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear this. You guys want to keep on doing the stuff that you're doing. I understand that. You don't want to hear it. You want to be hard-headed, but it's cool. It's cool. Just don't look at me. Don't look at any other celebrities. Don't look at any other successful people. Don't go jocking our lifestyles then, because success really is a mind state. It's not no bullshit way of just let me go fuck off for my whole life and just expect to get something good out of it. Like, you don't want to hear it. Cool. Hey, it's preachy, bro. Cool. You stay where you're at, because I see the way you guys, I see humans, the way you guys look at people who are successful. And you want it, but you hate on it at the same time. And just stop that. So I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm better than you. We're not better than each other. Just use your fucking mind. Do what you want, man. Be yourself. So don't get turned away when I'm trying to help you out, because I don't need to help any of you guys. I don't need to be doing this interview right now because I figured it out. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to talk to any of you kids, anybody who's listening to this. I don't need to make these songs. I can sign other artists and they can put out marijuana rap and talk about cocaine and cutting throats and do whatever, and I can just capitalize off that and not even spread this message. I'm trying to help you out. So you want to get turned away? Cool. I'm just one of those genuine people on planet Earth who are trying to be a good human being and help others so we can all make it together.
The Matrix is real when you done entered it. It's way too intricate for you to ever realize that, you fucking simpleton.
So yeah, the Matrix is real, but you're going, dude, what is this nigga talking about, man? Blah blah. He's just this nigga on some crazy shit, and you're just so a part of it that you don't know. You don't know. It's like telling a fish that he lives in water and there's another world out there where that doesn't exist. They're like, what? Because the ocean is so huge, you can't tell a fish that the water is water. Oh, it's just like, this is just where I live in. There's no other thing that any beings could possibly live in. That's how you guys are stuck in the Matrix. You're just taking it like this is all life is. It's like, nah, there's more out there. Yeah, that's the second verse of Fly.
Made me run from myself, dislike my own flesh, so we own bullshit just like a moan jest. And I said that to say, like, you know, running from yourself is like, if you hate another person that looks just like you, that's like running from yourself. That's like, you know, you can't hate your brother, you can't hate your own kind. You're not supposed to hate nobody, but it's even worse to just...
No beach clothes on a fanny, got a nigga ego, so Grammys. So the judge, her mother's a judge, so magistrate's her mammy, but it's mojitos, Miami. No beach clothes on a fanny, got a nigga ego, so Grammys. So, of course, in music, Grammys is like